Hello everybody, Jeff here, Aromatics. How's everyone doing? It is hot here. It is hotter than a whore dog in heat in harvest. But I'm not going to complain. I'm not doing anything really physical or strenuous yet today, so just sit in the shade and soak up the warmth. Once again, I'm smoking a cigar. I'm in the middle of a cigar review, and there's not much else to do, so I figured now would be a great time to do a little VR. And this one goes out to Sick Libra. He had some really good questions for my giveaway. And actually, the question that I decided to do today is his bonus question. It wasn't one of his official 3. It was on the Mandela Effect. Now, I like the Mandela Effect. I think it's quite interesting, although I think it's just sort of a phenomenon. Spoiler alert, I don't think it's anything, I don't think it's a conspiracy or some sort of time travel thing like most people think. But these are just opinions. And a warning to everyone that are watching my VRs that these are all opinions, and some of these questions some people might take personal. And I'm going to say that I am a very opinionated person, but I'm not judgmental. In other words, I have strong opinions, but I totally appreciate other people's opinions and don't judge them on their opinions no matter what they think. The only thing that really bothers me sometimes is when people just have an opinion without backing it up. But that's not even about their opinion, that's just the fact that how can you have an opinion, and be so strong on something and then not be willing to back it up? I don't think that's fair to the other person, but that's just my opinion. Okay, so the Mandela Effect, what is it? Well, the easiest way to explain it would be to demonstrate it. So I'm going to ask you, the viewers, to answer some questions to yourself. And I'll give you the questions, and here they are. Just 1 second. Excuse me as I puff my cigar. Got to keep it going. It's not a pipe. I can't relight it. Once it goes out, it goes out. Okay, think of the song "We Are the Champions" by Queen. Most people know that song. Now, do you, in your head, think of how it ends? Do you think it ends with "We are the champions of the world"? If you think that would be wrong. It doesn't end with "of the world." It just ends at "We are the champions." Think about that for a minute. Alright, next question. What is that one of the famous quotes from Darth Vader? Do you remember it as, "Luke, I am your father"? Is that how you remember it? Actually, if that's how you remember it, that would be wrong. The actual quote is, "No, I am your father." True story, look it up. Alright, how about Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood? Has anyone watched that? Well, when you sing the song, do you sing "It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood"? Or do you sing "It's a beautiful day in this neighborhood"? Well, if you said "It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood," that would be incorrect. He's actually singing "It's a beautiful day in this neighborhood." Seeing a pattern here yet? Okay, how about Forrest Gump? Here's a popular quote. Have you heard where people quote, "Life is like a box," or my mom always said, "Life is like a box of chocolates"? Life is like a box of chocolates? That's not what she said. What she really said was, Mama always said, life was like a box of chocolates. Look it up. Okay. Alright, here. Now I'll explain. I'll do some more in a minute, but I'll take a pause here and explain what some people think the Mandela Effect is. So there's some people that think that that there's been maybe alternate universes, and they're kind of overlapping each other, and what we're thinking, you know, like we're thinking one thing but something else actually happened and it's confusing us. Or other people think that there's people that are going in time and changing things and manipulating time for some reason, and so things might have happened one way and we remember it that way, but then they've changed things, and like the butterfly effect or Mandela effect has made it so that now we're thinking the proper way but we're seeing the changed effects, or vice versa. And so people are trying to explain, why do I think of it this way? Like I swear that at the end of We Are the Champions it goes of the world, but I look back and it's not. Like how can that be? So that's basically the Mandela effect. And so I'll read a couple more questions for you, and you can have some fun thinking about them, and then at the very end I'll give you my thoughts of what I think about it. All right, so did you know that, and even I thought this, did you know that Hannibal in the movie Silence of the Lambs never says in the movie, "Hello, Clarice"? Never says that. He says good morning, but he never says hello, Clarice. So where did we get that from? Where did I get that from? I don't know. How about when we quote Snow White says, "Mirror, mirror on the wall"? Well, if you look at the movie, it actually never says "mirror, mirror on the wall." It says, what does it say? It says, "Magic mirror on the wall, who's the fairest of them all." Okay, how about, did you know there's no such thing as Jiffy peanut butter? It's actually Jif peanut butter. All right, and how about, did you know that Sinbad was never a genie in any movie? Some people think that he was a genie in at some point. Not true. Not as far as I've looked up. Now here's one that really got me, kind of took me for a loop, is a lot of people, like as a Christian and reading my Bible, I've heard the quote where people say in the millennium or in the end times, the lion will lay down with the lamb. But it never says that. It does say that the lion will eat grass like the ox, but it never says that the lion will lay down with the lamb. I've heard that quoted lots of times. Where did they get that from? So if someone was going back in time, they're actually changing the Bible. Now that's interesting. So anyway, that's all the quotes I have for you. So what's my take on it? What do I think? I think it's just a simple case of like the telephone game, where you know that game where someone tells you gives you a sentence, and then you whisper it into the next person's ear and they whisper it, and then by the time it gets around you've got a totally different sentence than you did at the beginning because someone misheard something or whatever. So I think that is what the Mandela effect is just somewhere along the line it got misquoted, and it just kept on getting misquoted from there. You see, I see this a lot with the Bible, where people are like, you know, it says thou shalt not judge in the Bible. Well, it never says thou shalt not judge, and then so they come up with all these crazy theories. It says judge not lest ye be judged. So it's just saying don't be a hypocrite. We all judge things every day, like whether or not we should do this or do that, but don't be telling someone to do something when you're doing it yourself. Anyway, what else is a good example of, a popular one is where people say money is the root of all evil. Well, that's not what it says. It says the love of money is the root of all evil. Totally different. Money is okay, you need money to do things, but if you love money, like if you put it above other things, then it is the root of all evil, because you're willing to do wicked and evil things because you love money more than you love the things that you're willing to, anyway, that's not the point. So anyway, yes, Sick Libra, awesome channel, awesome questions, and I look forward to answering more of your questions. If you guys ever get a chance, check them out. I'll leave a link in the box below. So that was fun. I had a fun time thinking about that one, and I look forward to answering and doing more questions. So you guys have a great day, and I'll see you in another review or another video. Airmatics, signing out.